This week, former President Donald Trump shook up headlines on three major fronts: tariffs on China, new fines for undocumented immigrants, and a push to revive coal in America. Whether you support him or not, these moves could have real impacts on the economy, immigration policy, and climate direction. Let's break it all down, calmly, clearly, and without spin. Let's start with trade. At midnight tonight, a 104% tariff kicks in on certain Chinese imports, including electric vehicles. Why? Trump argues China is flooding the US with cheap goods, threatening American jobs and industries. He's hoping this aggressive tariff sends a message and creates leverage for renegotiating trade terms. China isn't sitting back. They've already accused the US of blackmail and promised retaliatory tariffs. That could mean more tension in the markets and higher prices at home. Wall Street reacted with confusion. Stocks initially jumped on false hope of a deal, then dropped back once the reality hit. Experts say China might hold the upper hand. They've got centralized control, fewer political constraints, and can play the long game. Trump, on the other hand, is heading into an election year. Next up, immigration. Trump is planning to fine undocumented immigrants up to $998 per day if they stay in the U.S. after receiving a final deportation order. That's nearly $30,000 a month, and over $1 million if calculated retroactively for 5 years, which the administration says they are considering. This move relies on a 1996 law, rarely used until Trump's first term. Back then, his team levied six-figure fines on migrants sheltering in churches. The Biden administration later rescinded those fines. Now Trump wants to bring them back. And go even further. If migrants don't pay, the government could seize their property. Emails show the White House is exploring asset forfeiture through customs or even the DOJ. Migrants are being told to self-deport using a mobile app called CBP Home, a rebrand of CBP One. Critics, including former ICE officials under Biden, say this could cause panic in immigrant communities more than actual enforcement. But Trump's camp sees it as a deterrent, signaling that ignoring deportation orders will carry real consequences. Now, to energy. On Tuesday, Trump is set to sign executive orders aimed at reviving the U.S. coal industry. Coal once generated 50% of America's electricity. Today, that's fallen to under 20%. Why? Natural gas from fracking, solar, and wind have taken over, driven by cheaper costs and environmental regulations. But now, energy demand is rising again. Artificial intelligence, data centers, electric cars, and crypto mining all need power. And a lot of it. Trump says now is the time to bring coal back, not just for power, but also for national security. His orders will end the moratorium on new coal leases on federal lands, encourage mining companies to expand, and direct the Energy Secretary to consider reclassifying coal used in steelmaking as a critical mineral. This could benefit coal companies like Peabody and Core Natural Resources, whose stocks jumped 9% after the news. Supporters say it's about energy independence and job creation in coal states. Opponents argue it's a step backward. Groups like the Natural Resources Defense Council say coal is too dirty, too expensive, and not reliable enough to power the grid of the future. So, to recap, Trump's week includes a trade war with China, huge fines and asset threats for undocumented immigrants, and an executive push to breathe life back into coal. These moves could reshape U.S. policy on multiple fronts: economic, environmental, and political. We'll be watching how it all plays out and what kind of ripple effects they create. Thanks for watching today's episode of Truetone News. We hope you found this update informative and balanced. If you appreciated the straightforward reporting, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. What do you think about the stories we covered today? Let us know in the comments below. We value hearing your perspective, and we aim to foster respectful, open discussions. Stay informed, stay engaged, and keep questioning. This is Truetone News, where facts are clear and voices are heard. Subscribe now to stay updated on more unbiased news, delivered daily. See you in the next one. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos.